Good evening. It's Tuesday. It's only Tuesday. Whatever. It's May 12th. We're going to affect some masses. I am just getting everything set up here. Yep, okay. Everything should be loaded up from where we left off last time, having just recruited Morden. Yep, everything looks as expected. So I guess the question is, where are we heading next? Got a few side quests, but our party's not very large yet, so I'd be looking to recruit another character or four. I guess we could go grab that one, as there's no quest involved, but the question is, do we go after the Warlord, Archangel, or the Convict next? Let me just check and make sure. Okay. My plot brain is in chat, so just waiting for some direction. I know that feel, Shepard. Oh, okay, cool. Alright, let's do a... Let's see. So... balance levels seem alright. I might want to turn down game audio a tiny bit. Actually, I will do that quick. Well, I wanted to turn down game audio anyway, based on the balance levels I was seeing and knowing what's coming up. So, I will do a quick latency check, though, first. If you could say something else in 3, 2, 1, mark. Cool. Alright, we should be good. We should be good to go. We're going after Warlord / Scientist Okeer, Krogan. Let's check his dossier before we head out. A brilliant and brutal Krogan warlord who fought in the Krogan rebellions, Dr. Okeer has become obsessed with saving the Krogan people from the Genophage and is believed to have contacted the Collectors in an attempt to gain technology to that end. He is currently in a Blue Suns camp on Corliss, though the nature of his relationship with the mercenary group is unknown. His rumored familiarity with Collector technology and millennia of combat and strategic experience. Let's go find him. Recruit the Krogan! A garbage scow with a climate was how one Citadel Council member described Corliss at the turn of the century, and ever since then the Corliss Tourist Bureau has been attempting to rebrand their planet. It hasn't worked, though they have tried calling it the recycling center of the galaxy. Corruption scandals and a staggering murder rate ensure that Corliss' image is permanently stained. Excellent. Corliss ranks second in murder per capita in the Terminus systems and first in off-worlder murder. Civilian traffic is encouraged to employ security professionals when visiting. Capital disputed. Alright, so we are landing in a mercenary camp to go recruit a Krogan scientist. I'm gonna bring Miranda and a scientist of our own.
dossier doesn't say if Okeer is on this planet by choice. Assume hostiles.
There is only one measure of success. Kill or be killed.
Broadcasting orders over loudspeaker. Charming.
Stay focused. We're looking for a Krogan warlord.
Well, this seems exciting.
Being hired is merely the beginning. You must earn your place in the mighty army we are building.
This mercenary leader certainly thinks a lot of herself.
Lookout position. Equipped for combat.
Get him!
There we go!
Thought I was harmless, did you? Deploying incineration tank. Shit. Won't stop bleeding. I'm gonna... Son of a bitch.
Doesn't look that bad, actually.
He doesn't need to know that.
I knew it wasn't Berserkers. Not at range. You're Mercs. Or Alliance. I'm not telling you anything.
I've got a nice application of Metagel ready to go. But if you'd rather I just keep walking.
Son of a bitch. I don't know anything. I just shoot the overflow from the labs. The old Krogan up there, he's really been cleaning house lately. Jador hired him to make her an army, but the Krogan he creates are insane. So we use them for live ammo training. It's all crap. I don't get paid enough to goddamn bleed out.
Outpost 4, Jador wants us to move. We need coordinates on that Krogan pack.
I want your friends gone. Understand?
Patrol? The last group dispersed. Lost sight 5 minutes ago.
Dispersed? Jador will be pissed. She wanted a show.
You asked for a report, you got it. Dispersed.
Understood. Returning to the labs.
There, you see? I'm helping.
Have you seen Okeer? Does he know about all this?
We can't go in the labs, but everyone sees what happens when the Krogan come out. I've shot hundreds. They're crazy, mindless. Anyone up there, they know what's going on.
What is Jador planning to do with all these Krogan?
Replace us, probably. I sure wouldn't want to see an army of them coming at me. Only she can't control them. They aren't supposed to be crazy, but they're Krogan. How smart are they to start?
Is Jador's lab heavily guarded?
There are big guns to keep ships away. We're not outfitted to fight goddamn commandos.
If you start limping now, you might find a shady spot before you bleed out.
Shit. Oh, shit. Oh.
The scare was a nice touch.
I thought so. Come on. Our warlord is somewhere in Jador's lab.
Training is part of your contract. Failure to perform means liquidation, legal and otherwise.
Hostiles ahead, watch it.
Burn through any armor.
burned nicely. One down.
Night, night.
Just burn through any armor.
Team 4. All attention. We have ground control.
Fire, blue suns.
You killed that one. Grabbing cover!
So far, so good. Although these Krogan bodies are a little disconcerting.
I see.
This one's still alive.
Wish I was standing downwind.
This will put them down.
This one might actually talk to us.
You are different. New. You don't smell like this world. 7 night cycles, and I have felt only the need to kill. But you... something makes me speak.
He's only a week old.
They must breed them full size, ready to kill. Not much improvement over regular mercs if they need training.
Bred to kill. No. I kill because my blood and bone tell me to. But it's not why I was flushed from Glass Mother. Survival is what I hear in my head. Against the enemy that threatens all my kind. But I failed, even before waking. That is what the voice in the water said. That is why I wait here.
You're supposed to be part of a mercenary army. Do you remember Jador?
I know that name. It causes anger, but also laughter. It is not a name that will be sung when we march. I don't know what that means, but I have heard it many times.
How can you speak if you're only a week old?
There was a scratching sound in my head, and it became the voice. It taught things I would need. Walking, talking, hitting, shooting. Then the voice said I was not perfect, and the teaching stopped. And now I am here.
Interesting. Raised, then rejected. Control group? Failed test?
I don't know, but I am not perfect.
Fair.
Okir's voice? Did he speak to you while you were in your tank?
I heard the voice, not like now, with ears. Inside. I called it Father. It like that. But it was disappointed. I'm not what it needs me to be.
A breeding program. Trying to escape genophage effects?
Escape. Escape was never whispered. Survive, resist, ignore.
How did you disappoint the voice?
I don't know. It was decided before I left Tank Mother. I was not perfect.
If Mercenary was correct, Krogan prone to mental instability.
I don't know of that, but I'm not perfect.
I destroyed Saren's cure. How does Okeer expect these Krogan to ignore the genophage if not by curing it?
Uncertain. Likely irrelevant. Appears Okeer has had no success.
I think that's everything.
Can you show me the laboratory? I need to speak with Okeer.
The Glass Mother. She is up, past the broken parts, behind many of you fleshy things. I will show you.
Impressive. And dangerous.
Moving on.
You fleshy things are slow when big things are in your way.
Or not.
You could have run or tried to fight your way back to the labs. Why stay here?
I am waiting. The voice told me, if they come, I fight. But I will not run, and I will not follow. I am not perfect, but I have purpose. I must wait until called, released.
Don't like the look of that. Stay alert.
You may have to.
Run for your damn life! They're all...
Lost shields.
Hey! You like...
What now?
Wait for some cover to work with here.
Incoming!
Enjoy.
Alright, we're gonna have to deal with some Krogan berserkers here.
Hostile!
Pistol's not gonna cut it.
Charging!
Now let's finish you off!
Krogan closing in.
Okay, where?
Firing now.
We have to take out their armor before we can knock them up with a black hole. Morden's Incinerate is good at that.
Krogan charging! Enemy charging!
But then they have a lot of health to deal with as well.
Burn nicely.
Plus their health regenerates. And that one has a rocket launcher.
I was standing downwind.
Hurry now. Heads up.
Come back. Hostile.
Enemy charging.
I think, I hope, that was the last of them.
Krogan took down the grid. We're blind and getting hit on all sides. Where are the heavies?
This looks lab-esque.
Krogan on our 6. Copy, goddammit. Where's Tador and her personal guard?
This should come in handy.
Yes.
Headed for combat.
Shields of faith.
It's a little harder to dodge rockets in this game as it was in the first one because they have a slight homing component now. Miranda, who are you still shooting? There's nobody here. Where'd you go, Miranda? Oh. You found new friends.
Not difficult. Deploying incineration tech.
Now, sometimes you can preset a black hole and then knock down their armor, and then they'll get grabbed as soon as their armor's gone, which is what I just did. More by accident than anything else. But Hey, that's us.
This will put them down.
Kill them!
Neutralized.
I need everyone out of the labs to fight this. Every floor, every outpost, move! Ancient doors holding the mechs. She'll lose all our coins if we don't get back up.
Phew.
Concentrate fire on my position. Concentrate on...
Intensify forward firepower! I'm thinking this commando leader isn't actually very good.
Neutralized.
That's the impression I've been getting from this whole mission.
Impressive.
I need cover!
Protocol 5.
Should burn nicely.
I very nearly died here. Oh, I did die here. I was waiting for my health to come back. I just did a quick save, so not a huge setback. Must have gotten flanked somehow.
Killed that one. Night-night. Making contact.
Grabbing cover!
Protocol 4, deploy defensive fire.
Miranda, would you get your butt out of the way? Literally, your butt's in the way.
This should scramble their systems. How's that one?
Okay, we can't just jump down, that's fine.
Wait, I was bending downwind. Enemy down. This should scramble their systems.
Okay. Yeesh, that was a long-running firefight. There's a lot of those in this game, to be fair. It's kind of the main combat style.
Shepard, don't shoot. You know me.
You again.
I shut down the security cams as soon as I saw it was you. Never thought I'd say it, but I'm glad it's you shooting up the place. Sorry, Rana Thanoptis. You let me go when you destroyed Saren's lab on Vermeer. Had to outrun a nuke in a utility pod, but it's still a second chance.
I assume you have a good reason for being at this lab?
Don't worry, I'm not wasting the chance you gave me. My work here, strictly beneficial. Not for the mercs. Jador's on a standard power trip. But Okeer is trying to do something good, even if his methods are a little extreme. Everyone deserves a second chance, right? And sometimes giving one pays off. I take care of my debts.
What is Okeer trying to do here?
It's complicated. Jador wants a private army, but Okeer mostly ignores her. He's running the project for his own reasons. I created a mental imprint routine to educate his tank bred. Most don't get through it. He dumps them for some reason. He wants to help his people, but he's not looking for a genophage cure, and he's not going for numbers. That's all I know.
Finding you in a place like this makes me think letting you go was a mistake. You don't want that.
We agree on that. Don't worry. I plan on staying as far away from anything to do with you as possible. Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna run like hell before you blow the place or something. I know how you work.
Should have killed her. Too much knowledge without ethical boundaries.
Can't get to that one. Oh, hey, that was fast.
Here you are. I've watched your progress. It's about time. The batteries on these tanks will not wait while you play with these idiotic mercs.
I take it you're Okeer. You don't seem particularly caged or grateful that I'm here.
You may claim to be here to help, but the formerly deceased Shepard is not a sign of gentle change. Surprised? Old Krogan should know you. I'm sure Rana has already revisited your actions on Vermeer.
I didn't have a lot of room for finesse. If there'd been any other solution, I'd have considered it.
But I approve. Saren's pale horde were not true Krogan. Numbers alone are nothing. The mistake of an outsider. One that these mercenaries have also made. I gave their leader my rejects for her army, but she grows impatient. It's time for you to take me out of here.
Personal issues irrelevant. Here for the collectors.
I see. Yes, collector attacks have increased. A human concern. My requests were focused elsewhere. I acquired the knowledge to create one pure soldier. With that, I will inflict upon the genophage the greatest insult an enemy can suffer. To be ignored.
Your search for the perfect soldier created a lot of failures. You don't care about them?
I failed no one. My rejects are exactly what Jador asked for. She simply lacks the ability to command. They are strong, healthy, and useless to me. I need perfection. If a few thousand are rejected, so be it. My work will purify the Krogan. We will not be restored. We will be renewed.
I'm sure it makes sense to him.
I thought the Krogan ideal was a return to the numbers that threatened the galaxy.
We will not need numbers. My soldier is a template. It is a greater threat than all the Phantom siblings that would have been at its flank. The galaxy still bears the scars of the Horde, but it will learn to fear the Lance.
What did you get from the Collectors? I need whatever you know about them.
They are strange, so isolated, yet very available when your sacrifice is big enough. I gave them mini Krogan. I may have information for you, but the tech was consumed in my prototype, after I determined how to use it without killing the subjects. The deaths were unfortunate, but I only need one success to start the process.
So you don't want to cure the genophage?
Contrary to what survivors claim, the genophage does not produce strong Krogan. The only quality it filters is the ability to survive the genophage. For every 1,000 stillborn, too many weaklings live. Every survivor is branded as precious. That's produced more cuddling than your collective human teats. I say, let us carry the genophage. Let 1,000 die in a clutch. We will defeat it by climbing atop our dead. That is the Krogan way.
If your pet soldier is as strong as you think, maybe I can use him.
Perhaps I can strike a deal to secure passage, but my prototype is not negotiable. It is the key to my legacy.
Attention, I have traced the Krogan release. Okeer, of course. I'm calling blank slate on this project. Gas these commandos and start over from Okeer's data. Flush the tanks.
She's that weak-willed. She'll kill my legacy with a damn valve. Shepard, you want information on the Collectors? Stop her. She'll try to access contaminants in the storage bay.
You could just start over like she plans to. What's the big deal?
This tank is pure. It involved as much trial as data. Starting over will not duplicate it. It must survive. Jador will be with the rejected tanks. Kill her. I will stay and do what must be done.
This is valuable.
Come on.
I think she's talked enough.
Got caught in the door there.
Heads up!
Okay, Krogan, Max, and Jador. This'll be fun.
Burn through any armor.
Post combat. Problematic. Break them, kill them. I'll create more. Enemy.
Mech is a little closer than I would like.
Go ahead. Destroy. I will rebuild.
We have the technology. Somebody has the technology. I think.
Nothing. The hell?
Give them back.
Thankfully, mechs are vulnerable to headshots. And they're very slow moving. They just have a lot of HP.
Good work. Nicely. Break them, kill them. I'll keep more. Found that one. Go ahead. Destroy. I will rebuild.
Should do the trick.
Okay,
Watch
that's the
out!
primary threat taken care of. Now we gotta figure out what Jador's been up to. I assume she's behind that tank. Oh good, my teammates have been keeping her distracted and lowering her health. This should finish her off. Oh no, close though. There we go.
Alarms in the lab. Damn it, what's Okiya doing back there?
Good question.
The lab alarms coincided with the system's failure. The remaining lab systems are unprotected, and I have gained limited access. According to lab scanners, the room is flooded with toxins and Okiya's personal life signs are failing rapidly. I recommend haste.
Sure, first let me look around for treasure. I don't think there is any, but you never want to miss it.
Contamination detected. Emergency vent in progress. Contamination detected. Emergency vent in progress.
If I knew why the Collectors wanted humans, I would tell you. But everything is in my prototype. My legacy is pure. This one soldier. This grunt. Perfect. You gave me time, Shepard.
So, yeah.
Collectors wanted
Rest in peace, Okiya.
Okiya wasted his life to save this single Krogan?
Delusional. Unlikely one Krogan, however strong, could have impact Okiya wanted. almost certain. Suggest leaving it.
It's always interesting to bring Moradin along Krogan-themed missions.
Afraid he'll make your genophage obsolete?
No, but Krogan genetically dangerous, socially dangerous as well. Have enough enemies without adding this.
Normandy, Okeer is a no-go, but we have a package that needs retrieval. And he's a big one.
Cloning facility destroyed. Okeer dead, but his son was recovered. Loss of Okeer could be a problem. We'll allow Shepard to decide whether to activate the Krogan. Some technology, some money, some platinum. Excellent. Let's go talk to our friends and check out our tank puppy.
Krogan for study makes sense, but I have concerns about waking it.
Yeah, you've said that a few times now.
A normal Krogan is dangerous. This one was created and likely educated by a madman.
I see everyone's enjoying the new paperweight. Concerns?
We don't know anything about it, Commander.
I know. You don't find that interesting?
Krogan fight well at close quarters. Perhaps awakening him in a confined space wouldn't be prudent.
Noted. The cargo hold is safe enough while I decide what to do with him.
We're totally gonna wake him up. I think we have the option of, like, selling it to Cerberus for a bunch of money or something, but no, we're totally gonna wake him up.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Yes, would like that actually. Talked about work earlier. Time with Special Tasks Group studying genophage. It wasn't entirely honest. Lie of omission. Also, other kinds. Need to clear the air. Mission too important to keep secrets. Work on genophage was more than just study.
What was the Special Tasks Group doing with the Krogan genophage?
Study at first, as I said, but uncovered surprising data. Krogan population was increasing at faster rate than expected. Krogan were adapting to genophage, overcoming disease.
Did the Krogan evolve, or did some of their scientists develop a treatment?
Krogan scientists? Never met Krogan scientist worthy of term. No. Natural evolution.
We literally
Krogan
just met a Krogan
durable,
scientist.
Organ redundancy, backup systems, cellular regeneration. Genophage like any other natural hazard. Krogan evolved past it.
Of course, this dialogue is not tied to the mission we just did, so we could have gotten it at a different time and not done the Okeer mission yet, but... Heh.
Did the Krogan evolve, or did some of their scientists develop a
We
treatment?
just
Krogan
did this.
scientists. Krogan. Genophage like any other natural hazard. Krogan evolved past it.
Maybe they were just having a lucky year. Or fewer mercs left, meaning more Krogan were left to repopulate.
Please, Shepard. Social environmental concerns accounted for, not an undergraduate. Population spike caused by adaptation to genophage. No other possibility.
The genophage was a terrible mistake. It nearly destroyed the Krogan and their culture. Now they have a chance to recover.
Naive viewpoint. Krogan too dangerous to allow unchecked birth rate. Look at Krogan rebellions. Personally led a science team. Geneticists, chemists, sociologists, mathematicians. Created new version of genophage. Released it on Tuchanka, other Krogan-centric areas. Restabilized Krogan population.
How did you distribute the modified genophage?
Covert drops, hospitals, clan centers, water supplies. Very difficult. Few Solarians on Tuchanka. Team got caught a few times. Had to fight free. Messy. Better when things went as planned.
How did your genophage modification work?
Krogan evolution attached garbage genetic code to genophage attack sites. Modification created other areas for garbage code to connect. Left sites clean, capable, running smoothly.
I don't know what that means, but okay. Do I need to shrink my cam? I see I'm starting to cut off bits of the subtitle. I could also move myself to like one of the upper corners instead. I'm up here now. If that gets obnoxious and covers important stuff, I can try for something different.
You never considered other options?
Hundreds. Thousands. Modified genophage offered best outcome. Stabilized population, avoided publicity that could incite Krogan anger, averted potential genocide, or devastating war. Best solution for whole galaxy. Krogan included.
He's awfully defensive about that particular choice. I think he might. I don't know, not entirely second thoughts, but we might be getting to him a little bit. That's just me interpreting his body language and behavior.
The genophage was a mistake bordering on a war crime. Recreating it is unforgivable.
Don't want me on team? Don't bring me. Can stay here, work on collector research. But no apologies. Did what was right. Hope you do the same if necessary. Should get back to work. Talk more later. Next time, tissue synthesis has to compile. Good for free time.
Science! Also, cars for some reason.
Is it true we have a pod containing a baby Krogan down in the cargo hold?
Not a baby. He's a full-grown super soldier ready for combat.
Please be careful if you decide to birth him. His personality is completely unknown. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you... Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
So we have a thank you message from Morden's assistant. I wanted to thank you for saving me from those Batarians. I thought I'd seen the worst of people's anger and fear at Dr. Solis' clinic. I had no idea how much anger his work was keeping in check, how bad it really was. If not for you, I'd be dead. Thank you. The clinic is doing well. You got rid of most of the plague, and I've been able to handle the rest without too much trouble. The Blue Suns keep offering to take over security here. I keep the mechs powered on. I won't make the same mistake twice. Thanks, Daniel. And then this is what I think we went over this earlier, how our scars will get better as we do more Paragon things, and will get worse if we do Renegade things.
Commander, can I help you with something?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Sounds good. Have to say you run this ship tight, and we're getting things done. We keep on track and maybe we'll figure this out. I hope so. I'm not looking forward to the debrief if it all goes to hell. Is there something specific? Or are you just checking in?
Oh, okay. There's no way to talk to Jacob without feeling a little sleazy. Sorry about that.
You were big in the Alliance. Figured we have something in common.
I did some things that caught attention and stirred up the Citadel. That was after the Alliance put me on leave, though. Didn't drive a Mako through a relay or take down a Reaper, but you covered that.
What led you to Cerberus?
The Alliance sidelined me after Eden Prime. Ended up on a job with Miranda that Cerberus treated like an audition. And here I
am. No meth, thank you.
You don't seem like a results at all costs kind of guy. Cerberus history doesn't bother you?
The Alliance is all politics. Somebody has to take down the bad people. Cerberus keeps that line, I'm on their side.
What was your proudest career moment?
The job I'm proudest of wasn't for the Alliance. Nobody really knows about it. A Batarian group was plotting to release a weaponized virus and kill the Council. Miranda and I stopped it.
Strange that it wasn't bigger news.
The real work doesn't get publicized, you know that. They say it's better that people don't know how fragile the system is or how close the bad guys can get. So, it never happened. Like you and the Reaper. And that's why I'm here.
You make no apologies for doing what you had to. I admire that.
I couldn't go back to the Alliance, not after the cover-up. They did the same to you. General public never knew you were dead or heard the real story of the Citadel. Did you know they used you on recruitment ads? You were the human ideal for like 6 months. Then they replaced you with a composite image they invented. Guess you didn't focus test right. Perfect example of humanity, and they still dumped you.
You always this depressing?
Way to boil it down, Jacob. I hope you keep a better attitude about our current mission.
Don't worry. This is exactly what I signed on for. If that's all, Commander, I'll get back to my duties. There's a lot to get ready.
Nope, wrong way. I forget if Joker has new things to say.
Hadley, I heard about Ferris Fields. Any news on your brother?
He's gone. They're all gone. But we'll get them back.
Shepard and Lawson are on it. We'll get your brother back. And make sure the collectors pay for taking him.
Commander.
I assume everything's going well up here?
I really want a chance to put the Normandy through her paces. I just have to trim up the drive output and it'll be like we never lost her.
Safety standards advise against manipulating drive settings while engines are powered and in use, Mr. Moreau.
Commander, can we shut this thing off? I don't need it in my day-to-day.
If you don't want to hear it, turn the damn sound off.
Well, it doesn't change anything. It's still watching. Like some creepy kid staring at the back of your head in comp side. You just want to punch him, but he's special and he sets fires or something. Okay, a little too far there, but you know what I mean.
Your problem, not mine.
Thanks. I'll remember this.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
I figure we'll finish up talking to everybody, and by then it'll probably be a little bit too late to start another mission, but that should be fine. Does that seem reasonable? We won't have to talk to everybody after every mission. It's just these first couple that we get everybody's first, like, hey, this is me, this is what I'm about, this is what I'm like, sort of thing.
Did you hear? Another colony went missing. Ferris Fields.
Ferris Fields? Didn't Hadley have a brother stationed there?
Yeah, he's taking it pretty hard.
There's a lot more, like, background conversations to pick up on in this game, too.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
Of course. I'm just finishing an operation report. I'm impressed, Shepard. So far things have gone exceptionally well. As Cerberus operations go, this is one of the best I've been a part of.
Those two lines were recorded at completely different times, I think. Which Cerberus line? Thank you.
Maybe that's because this isn't a Cerberus operation.
Not to you, maybe. But I report directly to the Elusive Man. And I'm here because he wants me to be. Cerberus gave you a second chance, Commander. Maybe you should do the same for us.
Pardon me.
Cerberus obviously has your loyalty. How did you get involved with them?
I suppose you've earned the right to know. Do you remember when I told you how I was genetically altered? Well, that wasn't my choice. My father created me. He's a very influential man and extremely controlling. He didn't want a daughter. He wanted a dynasty. I ran away as soon as I was old and brave enough. I went to Cerberus because I knew they could protect me.
You seem capable of defending yourself. Why did you need Cerberus?
My father invested a great deal in his dynasty. It wasn't a matter of just leaving. I knew he would continue to pursue his investments.
I assume that Cerberus approves of your enhanced abilities?
Of course. Cerberus fully endorses anything that advances the cause of humanity, genetic alterations included. But unlike my father and his own selfish reasons, Cerberus and the Elusive Man believe in a greater good. They see the bigger picture, and I feel like I have a purpose here.
Talk about yourself like you're just a tool to be used by your father, by Cerberus.
Maybe. I like to know where I fit in the world. It helps me find meaning in how I was created.
You are who you are, Miranda. You don't need to make excuses for it.
That's easy for you to say. We've both been engineered for greatness, Shepard. The difference is you were great before we rebuilt you. I'm great because of it.
Your spirit and personality are what make you great. It's what makes anyone great.
That's kind of you. I'm not sure I believe you, but thanks for saying it.
Who exactly is your father?
A businessman, but a very wealthy one. It's ironic. My father believed deeply in a human-positive agenda. He donated generously to Cerberus before I joined them. That's how I first heard about Cerberus, through my father's connections.
My father totally has a first name, too.
Talk about yourself like you're just a tool to be
Maybe.
used.
I like to
You
know
are who
where
you
I-
are, Miranda.
That's easy. The difference is you were great before we rebuilt you.
Your spirit.
That's kind of you. I'm not sure I believe you, but thanks for saying
those
it.
loop back to previously established conversation points, apparently.
You've told me a lot about your father. What happened to your mother?
I never had one. Most of my genetic material is based on my father's tissue. His Y chromosome was altered with an amalgam of desired traits from various sources. How arrogant can you be? The man is completely egomaniacal. Just another reason I had to get away from him.
That's, I believe, everything.
Thanks for your time, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Anytime, Commander.
I mean, I was going to say she definitely has issues, but I mean, most of our crew members have issues. But yeah. I am not a brain scientist. Alright, I'll show you Zaid's. He doesn't have the same, like, conversation tree that everyone else does. He just likes to tell stories.
Thinking about past missions. Got a minute? You might learn something.
So yeah, he,
Hey, don't touch. That rifle's older than you are. I call her Jessie. That's my lucky charm. More men have been killed with that gun than died in the Skillian Blitz. The day I laid her to rest was the saddest day of my life. I give up every weapon I own for one more mission with that shitty old rifle.
we can stay and examine his stuff some more, but it's his all sort of stories like that. I've not seen that film. Could be. He makes me think of Jane from Firefly. I think that was the intended homage. Just with a Aussie accent. Could be. Actually don't know where Jason Statham's from. Alright, let's see let's see what we went through all this trouble for.
The subject is stable, Shepard. Integration with onboard systems was seamless.
believe the voice actor who played Zaid actually passed away a few years ago.
Can he see anything in there? Does he know where he is?
Unlikely. Current neural patterns indicate minimal cognition. Barring ship-wide power loss, the nutrients in the tank could sustain him for over a year.
Any idea how dangerous this guy is?
He is a Krogan, Shepard. If you were asking whether he is actively hostile, I don't have the necessary data to answer. Okeer's technology could impart data, not methods of thinking. The subject may know of his views, but would not necessarily share them.
What can you tell me about this guy? Anything unusual?
The subject is an exceptional example of the Krogan species, with fully formed primary, secondary, and tertiary organs where applicable. No defects of any kind, aside from the genetic markers of the genophage present in all Krogan. I cannot judge mental functioning.
Alright, we're opening this up.
Stand by. I'm gonna open the tank and let him out.
Cerberus protocol is very clear regarding untested alien technology.
I'm vetoing leaving where he is. The other one's up to you.
He's either a powerful addition to the crew or a time bomb. I'd rather deal with it now.
Very well, Shepard. The controls are online. The switch and consequences are yours.
I appreciate that Okeer grew his clones wearing clothes.
Human, female. Before you die, I need a name.
I'm Commander Shepard, and I don't take threats lightly. I suggest you relax.
Not your name. Mine. I'm trained. I know things. But the tank, Okeer couldn't implant connection. His words are hollow. Warlord, Legacy, Grunt. Grunt was among the last. It has no meaning. It'll do. I am Grunt. If you are worthy of your command, prove your strength and try to destroy me.
By the not perfect Krogan, you mean the one we ran into down on the planet? Yeah, I mean, Grunt's pretty. I'd give Grunt a chance.
You wouldn't prefer Okeer or Legacy?
It's short. Matches the training in my blood. The other words are big things I don't feel. Maybe they fit your mouth better. I feel nothing for Okeer's clan or his enemies. I'll do what I'm bred to do. Fight and determine the strongest. But his imprint has failed. Without a reason that's mine, one fight is as good as any other. Might as well start with you.
The weird blackout behind some of the subtitles, that's a bug that's been around forever. It's a little annoying, but it's not a lot. Can't really do anything about it.
I have a good ship and a strong crew. A strong clan. You'd make it stronger.
If you're weak and choose weak enemies, I'll have to kill you.
Our enemies are worthy. No doubt about that.
That's acceptable. I'll fight for you.
I'm glad you saw reason.
Huh? Offer one hand, but arm the other. Wise shepherd. If I find a clan, if I find what I want, I will be honored to eventually pit them against you. Shepherd.
Anything in your tank imprints that can make use of the resources we found?
Might have something I could put together. Don't know how useful it will be.
What was it? Not one of those. Was it a prototype? Yes, Krogan shotgun. Excellent. The recoil on the claymore is enough to break a human's arm. Fortunately, Grunt isn't human.
Shepherd.
What are your thoughts about our mission?
I fight. Doesn't matter who for.
Did Okeer give you any imprints about the Collectors?
I see blurry ships, guesswork about strength. Nothing to help pick a weak spot and tear. Okeer spent all his time on old hatreds. Whatever he had, it was used up when he made me.
What do you think about the crew?
Good bunch if they stay out of my way. Dead bunch if they don't. Train them good if you want to take on Collectors. Some of these aliens are too smooth.
Just checking in. Making sure you're acclimatizing.
Humans talk too much. Like the tank. Come back later.
Okay, he won't have much to say until another mission or two in.
That's all for now.
Shepherd.
Alright, we're gonna go tell our yeoman that we woke up Grunt, and then we'll be done for the night.
I don't know what to feel about Grunt. My psych reports refer Okeer. We have no guarantees that Grunt is mentally stable. I get the feeling he just doesn't care about anything, including who lives or dies.
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
Oh no, these are the same things we had before.
I better go.
Okay.
Never
Maybe
mind.
we'll talk later.
Ah, yes. Shepherd, I see you've awakened Okeer's Krogan. A dangerous decision, but you've got free reign on this operation. If you're certain he'll be a useful member of the team, you've got my support. We need every weapon we can get in this battle. If this Grunt proves unreliable and has to be put down, don't lose the body. He's based at least partially on Collector technology and could offer useful genetic data. But again, you are in charge. Yeah, I can't really do a Martin Sheen impersonation, but I try. Alright, that seems like a good stopping point to me. The cats are staring at me with hungry expressions in their eyes. And I actually could use a snack myself. So I will, let's see, I saved... Alright, so yeah, I'll be wrapping this up for tonight. I've got another project with Quiz Bowl, so I probably won't be able to stream... Well, I hadn't been planning on streaming on Wednesday anyway, just because I don't trust myself to play Ranked League, and that's what I would want to stream League for, so I don't see another stream unless there's another Mass Effect project coming up, or maybe a retro randomizer type thing on Friday or Sunday, depending upon what my schedule shakes out to be. So yeah, probably won't be another stream until next week, but never know. We'll see what happens. This is all kind of going to be ad-libbed kind of indefinitely. I don't want to put together a strict streaming schedule because everything feels kind of up in the air these days anyway. But thank you for watching. I will see you next time, whenever that happens to be.